Local residents and officials gathered on the Westford Town Common on Monday, November 11th, to honor veterans and those currently serving in the military. Westford Town Manager Jody Ross, along with Select Board members Elizabeth Almeida and Scott Hazelton, Westford Veteran Service Officer Ryan Cobley, State Senator Ed Kennedy, State Representative James Arcero, Assistant Town Manager Eric Heidemann, and American Legion Post 159 Chaplain Arthur Pellerin were all in attendance. James Arcero had this to say.
For our soldiers serving today, it's another day in harm's way. Another day marked off in a calendar before they hopefully, God's blessing, are reunited with their family and loved ones. For their families, it's another day to feel the silent absence of a family member and to look forward to that day when they will be safely home and together again. But citizens of Westford, on this most sacred day, our words of thanks and gratitude are not enough. While it's important to continually voice our eternal gratitude to our veterans, I do believe that our greatest Americans, our military veterans, deserve more. For it's not only in words that we should honor them, but through our deeds as well. So on this Veterans Day, let us commit ourselves to continue to ensure that veterans receive both the care and the benefits that they deserve and that they've earned. That we stand with those American men and women who have donned the uniform and stood up for the families and for your family and for our nation and her freedom. Very often, veterans will not talk openly about their experiences in war. That's why it's on us to ask, to engage, to listen, and teach our children about the enormous sacrifices they have made and the burdens they have shouldered to preserve our American way of life. Coming from a military family myself, I have felt the honor and fear of loved ones serving across the globe in dangerous places. To all the veterans and families here today, there's no special praise or public commendation that can ever equal the commitment and sacrifice you have demonstrated in this great country.
Elizabeth Almeida spoke of the first Armistice Day.
Today I would like to talk about what happened in Westford on our Armistice Day, November 11th, 1918. Before I do so, I would like to thank Bob Oliphant, one of our town historians, for helping me uncover these stories, first published in the Westford Wardsman, the newspaper of the day. Our veterans serve not because they want to go to war, but because they believe in the ideals of our country and desire for all men and women to live in peace and prosperity. The unity experienced in our country after Armistice Day is one we should spend time contemplating, and perhaps each of us can be inspired to find ways to bring that unity to life today, 101 years later. Our personal commitment to peace and service is perhaps the biggest tribute we can pay to our veterans. First of all, the headline in the newspaper simply stated, "Peace Celebrated." Take a moment to consider what it would take to have those headlines published in our newspaper today. Furthermore, consider that the celebration I'm about to describe was attended by thousands of people, nearly the entire Westford population. This is from the newspaper. Peace celebrated. Probably every town had its peace demonstration on Monday, but we venture to say that none were entered into with more spontaneous and thankful zeal than on Old Westford Hill, and that would be right where we're gathered today. The largest parade in the history of town took place Monday morning when the employees of the Abbott Worsted Company in Forge Village learned that the armistice was signed. The mill bell and whistle gave out the good news. In short order, a parade was formed with every man, woman, and child in the village in line. Heading the parade was President Wilson in the person of Hanson Oji. Next, the fife and drum corps, the wooden band, several buglers, tin horns, dishpans, bells, paper hats, and over 100 flags of all sizes. The crowd then formed in line and marched to Graniteville. There, the workers had only just ceased, but readily joined the crowd.
Thank you, Elizabeth Almeida. We will now be starting the close of the ceremony with a benediction from Chaplain Arthur Pellerin.
Hello. Almighty God, our hour has come, we must part. Grant that the life battle may be strong and brave, living such lives of stainless integrity as shall reflect upon our country and our veterans of foreign wars of the United States, and glorify the great and holy name. May the good providence shield us from all harm, watch over those who now guide the gates of freedom, and bring us together again in true comradeship and peace. Amen. Come on.
Westford Academy bugleists played taps to end the day.
Order, home!